You tell a story. He does too. Can he one up you? Well, that's up to you. Tell your best tale, and you never know. You could be a winner on the One Upper Show.
Okay, and welcome back to the One Upper Show. I'm your host, Ted Blazak, and we're coming to you from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. And we've got another great guest on our air. And what's your name?
PJ.
PJ. And
Yes.
where are you from, PJ?
Spokane, Washington.
Spokane.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you in your? This is your lovely.
Yeah.
wife?
This is my wife. You can't see him down here, but it's there's a little one down there. Yeah.
Little cute little kid.
Yeah.
down
Yeah.
there. And you guys are just here for the day, have some
Yeah.
fun.
We had nothing else to do, so we were like,
Yeah.
let's go,
Oh,
let's go somewhere warm, go somewhere where's a beach, stuff like that.
Are
Yeah.
you having a nice day?
Yeah. So far. Yeah.
Okay.
We went to Cracker Barrel. Are we allowed to say that? Am I allowed to say
Barrel.
Cracker
It's a
Barrel?
restaurant.
Yeah.
It's
So.
poorly named, but
Yeah,
it's a
that
restaurant,
is
yeah.
true. I made that joke on the way in. I did say I was like, Cracker Barrel never gets old. But yeah, classic.
Great
Yeah.
gift shop.
Yeah.
So I'm curious as to what your story is, PJ.
Okay. So when I was not too long ago, probably 2014, I'm 27, so I'm still relatively young.
You're 30.
No, I'm 27 now.
You're 27
I'm 27
now.
now. So I was 20, probably like 19, 20. So
young
maybe
man.
something like that. Yeah, young man. So in I served at this church camp, and at this church camp I had the we were telling stories just like through the tents and stuff like that. And uh
Were
they
you a counselor for
I was a
kids?
counselor. Yeah, I was a counselor
Okay.
for some kids. So I had it was me and this other guy, and we had about probably like 15 middle schoolers. So
Where-
you can
where-
imagine.
So, okay, where was your camp?
It was oh my goodness, it's out in Medical Lake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's out. Yeah, Medical Lake. So a little past. I
yeah,
forget the name of the camp
Eastern, yeah.
specifically, but like it was medical. Yeah, Medical
Okay,
Lake, around
sure.
Medical Lake. Yeah.
Okay.
So we have we got so it was me and uh me, a counselor, and then 15 kids, and then there's another cabin next to us, and there's about 15 kids in that, and we were trading stories. And this kid wanted to hear people's prom stories.
Uh-huh.
And so I proceeded to tell my prom story, and
Yeah.
my prom story went something like, I took this girl, and she got a little bit too drunk, as one does when you're 17, 18, senior prom. And as we're driving home, I noticed some text messages blowing up her phone. I was like, oh, this is curious. Like, so she couldn't really like function very well. So I took a look, and I noticed how
She was pretty drunk.
yeah, she's pretty drunk. Yeah.
her text
Yeah,
messages.
and I looked at her text, and I saw a text that said was like, oh yeah, too bad we couldn't go to the movies tonight. And then I saw a text from her saying, yeah, I'm at prom. I don't even like my prom date.
Oh no!
And I was like, dang, like it hurt a lot, right? It hurt a lot. And so I'm telling all these middle school kids this, and one middle school kid goes, yeah, PJ, that was me texting her.
What?
And I said, wait, what? And we all just busted out laughing. And he was like, yeah, man, that was me texting her. What are you gonna do about it? And I was like,
Wait.
oh, bro. Oh, he was just messing with me. It was great. Yeah, it was great. He was messing with me though. Yeah.
So the rest of your prom date, was it not that good?
It was no.
It's a
It was
horrible
bad. Yeah, it was
prom
bad.
date?
It was a bad prom date. It was bad. It was bad.
All right. Okay. So your story for our show is a bad prom date.
Bad prom date. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have a bad prom date?
I'm gonna one up you.
Okay.
so bad
Okay. All
right
right.
now,
All right. All right.
okay,
All right.
'cause
All right.
My prom date was so bad. I had the worst prom. I've got 3 different stories in one. on
Okay.
this one. Okay.
Okay.
So my prom date was Heidi Habanowitz.
Okay.
And Heidi was the former girlfriend with my best friend.
That's how you know it's bad.
Yeah.
That's
so
bad.
I'm this fat loser kid in high school, right? Really fat. And I couldn't get a date to save my life, you know. And, but I asked Heidi on a whim because I knew she was available. She had broken up with my buddy a couple months ago. My buddy had moved on. He didn't want to have anything to do with her.
Yeah.
But so just on a lark, I asked her and she said yes. What I didn't realize, which should have been very obvious at the time,
Yeah.
was since she was going out with me was because she wanted to make him jealous, right? Yeah. So I'll tell you about the prom. The
Okay.
prom itself was me holding out a seat for her at our table. And I was going to, as a gentleman,
Yeah.
and then I was going to sit at the seat in between her and my buddy and his date.
Yeah.
But she like ignored me pulling out the seat, grabbed the chair so she could sit next to him.
Classic.
Yeah, right. And then, she's terribly cold to me the whole evening.
Yeah.
Then we get in the car and she just wants me to take her home. I mean, her date was over.
Yeah.
She was like, but that's not the good story. The good story where I one up you is that I had a warm up date with Heidi like 3 days before the prom
Okay.
because I'd never gone out.
Okay.
Now Heidi was 18 years old
Okay.
and I was only 17.
Okay.
And in Massachusetts at 18 at that time, you could legally buy booze. So Heidi bought, and it was send a crazy
At
Trump story.
18?
At 18.
Sounds like a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. This was 1985 or four. Five. Yeah. I graduated. And so anyway, we just went to a convenience store and we bought this bottle of wine.
Okay.
And then I drove us up to the top of Turkey Hill,
Okay.
which is, dark and secluded.
Yeah.
And then I get the bottle of wine. I'm like, oh, we're going to drink this bottle of wine.
Okay.
We're having a good time. And I never opened wine before. I was expecting a screw cap. And she had very little experience too. So I unwrapped this wine and it's got a cork in it.
Okay.
And I have no corkscrew.
Okay.
So being a brilliant 18-year-old that I am,
Yeah.
I took the key from my ignition and I put it in the cork and I was going to twist that cork out. But instead I snapped the key in half. So we're stuck up on Turkey Hill in the dark, no way to get home.
Okay.
So I had to walk half a mile to a farmhouse. Ask this very old farmer who looked at me really suspicious at 10 o'clock at night if I could borrow his phone.
Yeah.
And then called my uncle who managed to get a spare key and drive it up to us.
Okay.
And then my uncle's really tacky.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he's really kind of, and he's like, oh, I'm going to help my nephew here.
Yeah.
And he brings a beer.
Isn't that like a proud uncle moment? Like,
my uncle is something.
Yeah.
So anyway, he does this thing where he shakes my hand, and in his hand is a condom.
Classic. Nice. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm so embarrassed, and he's shouting at me. Anyway, got the key, started, and I get her home. But I was stuck on Turkey Hill with a broken car,
Okay.
with a broken key,
Yeah.
with a prom date. He didn't want to have anything to do with me.
Yeah.
So
we have that in common
We
at
did.
least. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. That's great.
Didn't like
Yeah.
us.
Just didn't like us.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's
yeah.
all. That's all
So,
good.
I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna say I one upped you because I think I suffered more than you.
I think you did.
Yeah,
I think you got me. I think you got me. I think you got me. Yeah.
yeah.
That
but
was
I'll tell you
great.
what, you're still gonna get a T-shirt.
Okay,
You're
that's
absolutely fantastic.
I'll take it.
Yes.
I'll take it.
I
I'll
really-
take it.
I really appreciate
Yeah.
you
Of
being
course.
on here.
Of course.
Well,
course.
thank you.
Yeah.
you.
Of course.
And if you can one up PJ or myself, if you had that horrible prom date, then we want to hear from you. So send us your story at the oneupper.show@gmail.com
Okay.
or visit us on our webpage, the oneuppershow.com. And thank you for listening and keep those good stories coming. Thanks, PJ. That was worth it.
Yeah. Thank you.
The One Upper Show is brought to you by Trailblazing Canvassers and the Burning Sage Productions.